button for us. Thank you so much. What is up, Gummy Gang? I am super excited to be on tonight. You guys, we have 4 days until convention. 4 freaking days. Even if you're not attending, you should be so excited right now because in 4 days, your life is about to change. Okay. And I know that y'all have probably heard that so many times, but I had another call this morning with Travis to run through our speech one last time. And he's like, we are laying everything out for you guys. Like, we are going to give y'all the most. He's like, me and Kristen honestly keep saying, oh my God, I think it might be too much. I think we might be giving away too much money. They're like they're not giving away too much, you guys. They're just saying, like, this is the most that they have given us. So get super excited. Even if you're like, I haven't even got a single customer, you guys, from what I hear, everything's about to get easier. Okay. From the bottom all the way up to the top. It's going to be a lot easier to get those customers. I'm not okay. Everybody make sure you mute, please. But we want to give you some tips and tricks leading into convention because I know that a lot of stuff is going to drop. Okay. Convention, there is usually like major drops, but this year, Travis has done said that there is a lot dropping. Okay. And we don't want you going into this getting super overwhelmed. And we want you to strategize and game plan how to successfully utilize convention, even if you're not going. Okay. So I'm going to talk and then I have a couple other ladies that are going to give you some tips. Oh, is everybody muted? Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Um, so my biggest tip, you guys, is going into convention. There is going to be a lot of product drops. There is going to be compensation plan enhancements. There is going to be a bunch of different things that are going to be dropping. And you're probably going to be like, well, which way do I run? What do I run with? How do I promote all of this? You guys, you don't have to do it all. Okay. And that's something that Kristen and Travis has been talking to us about is they want you to figure out what path you're going to take with what is dropped. Okay. And you don't have to share it all. They've given us permission and they're going to give you permission. You don't have to share it all. We don't want you to do that. Okay. You're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to overwhelm your audience if you just blast it all and you're like, blah, blah. People are going to be like, whoa, my head's spinning. I don't even know where to start with this. So we're going to have strategies as well once convention happens and we know exactly what's launching. They're not telling us everything. They're telling us just enough to keep us like right there and excited and keep the suspense going. But we're going to have some strategies for each pillar is what they're calling it. There's several pillars that they're dropping. And so we're going to give you some strategies once that happens. But going into it, here's what I want to tell you. Okay. So when we drop products, do not automatically go and be like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah just dropped. You got to snag this now. And then an hour later, after another session, there's another product drop, and you're like, oh my God, you got to get in. You got to get this now. You're going to overwhelm yourself and you're going to overwhelm your network. Okay. Create the curiosity. Okay. This is how you're going to do this. Don't take this as an idea. Maybe I should go a completely different direction. Say they launch something for, I don't know, headaches. I'm going to say that because I don't want to say what I was about to say. Say they launch something for headaches and you're like, oh my God, we have something incredible for headaches. It's blah, 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 blah. You should buy it now. It's $75. Guys, don't do that. You know what you can do? You can make a post that's like, okay, who here struggles with headaches? Who here has debilitating migraines? You can put out a post like that. Or I'll use hibernation as an example. Say that we were just now launching hibernation, right? And you put it out and you're like, oh my God, the best sleep ever, strawberry flavored. It's $65. Snag yours today. Instead of doing that, you can be like, oh my goodness, where's my night owls? Is it by choice or do you struggle with sleep? Like, create the curiosity. Okay. And then when you're going into your stories, when we start dropping all of these things, a cool way to do it is
I have 824 over 570. So, like, in order for me to double mine, I have to have.
hold on. Thank you. All right. A cool way to do this is if there's like, if you take a picture and they put up like the new product on the slide and you take a picture of the slide, Put a little emoji over the product. Put a little emoji over the product and be like, this product is about to be fire. Where are my people that struggle with PCOS? This product is about to be incredible for all of my tired mamas. Like, where are all my tired mamas? Where are my people that work 16-hour shifts and struggle to get through it without energy drinks? Like, there is so many different examples, and we're going to give you guys some once we know exactly what's dropping. But don't just word vomit and dump everything, because like I said, you're going to confuse your network and you're going to overwhelm them. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to leave them, like, you know how Kristen and Travis are doing us, where we're like, oh my god, I know it's going to change my life. I got to be there. I can't miss out. This is going to be game changing. I don't even know what's happening, but I got to be there. I got to be a part of this. You do the same with your audience with what's coming, because we're all sitting. I have people, when he's like, go back through my lives, I've dropped little hints. People are like, FBI investigating, like, oh my God, what did he say? Where did he say it? Right? Because we want to know. If you drop little breadcrumbs like they have done us leading into convention, dude, you guys, can you imagine how many people are going to be in your inbox being like, what is this? Okay, what are you talking about? Create that curiosity. And I know that Ray is going to talk a little bit, I think, about creating curiosity. So I'm going to open it up to her to give her tips as far as it goes. Will you unmute, Ray? There you
Yes. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? All right, so creating curiosity, like Kayla said, super important. You could even take the route of creating so much curiosity that they don't even know that you're talking about Ariel. I did a post today and I just said, oh my God, I can't wait to spill the tea. In 5 days, I have giant news. It says nothing about Ariel. And people are nosy. People want to know. So people are going to be like going back to your page, looking at it. What is she going to say next? What's happening? Same thing in your stories. You can post like picture like this, like you're covering your mouth or whispering into your friend's ear, like there's a secret. Just kind of creating that curiosity, not dropping it all at once, because like I said, people are nosy. They want to see what's going on. Another big thing I just wanted to talk on really quick is if you are going to convention, do your self-care. We're all stressed out, running around crazy. Please take care of yourselves, whatever that looks like for you. Take a bath, go for a walk, watch a movie with your kids. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because it's going to be a wild ride. And if you're not going to make it to convention, another idea I had was maybe your teammate lives close to you. Maybe you guys can get together and, have like a little get together. You don't have to be totally secluded, even if you're not going to be able to make it.
Yes, I love that idea to have like a little convention party and to just sit there, because us leaders, we get excited and we're going to be plugging stuff into chats and you're going to see stuff in our stories. And if you was like to hang out and make a little spread each day and have like a convention, local little convention get together, take some content and be like, we're gathered together, to have the most incredible launch, things like that. You can still participate even if you're not coming, and create that curiosity about what's going on. So the next person I want to give her tip is Darnell. I feel like she has some really good tips as far as curiosity. She's done really good at this since she's been here. So who better to talk about it than her?
Thanks, Boo. It's funny. I was actually gonna piggyback off what you guys were saying about creating the curiosity. For the people that aren't coming to convention, you can kind of create the curiosity for them a little bit too. Like, not to be like mean. If you couldn't make it, I totally understand it. However, like, I remember last year, I was so excited about all the things that were happening that I was constantly like typing on my phone and I was not plugging in. I was not plugging in like the way that I should have been. So like this year, I'm going to tell my team everything at the end of the day. I'm going to do one like text to everybody. This is what's going on. I'm going to write everything down. I'm going to keep myself super organized about it, but I'm going to keep myself also very present in the moment, because I do feel like we do lose ourselves in our phones sometimes. And like there is a lot of amazing information to take away. And if you're so overly excited to share with your team, you might miss something. You might miss something because you're too busy typing into your phone. So take the pictures of everything, get yourself organized, and then maybe share with your team. I'm not telling you not to share. I am 100% telling you to share. But it's also another reason that Kayla was saying, like, hey, if we're releasing a headache gummy like she's hoping for, that would be wonderful. Okay. But they might also release 4 other amazing items and then some amazing promo at the end. And if you were telling people to order right away, you may have stopped yourself from getting a big order because they wanted to order everything. And at the very end, Travis and Kristen announced some crazy promo for the rest of the month or whatever it is they're going to announce. So also don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't say too much to your team too quickly either, because you don't want them ordering right away and having to pay double shipping and stuff like that. You don't want them to do that either. So organize yourself while you're there. The leaders that are going, I encourage you to take notes, take pictures of the things that go up on the screen. Obviously, it's easier than writing everything down. We know how technology works, but try to plug in and be there just a little bit, because like, I know how hard a lot of these leaders are plugging into their speeches and how hard these panels are working to give you the best tips that they have. So just remember that like it is so great to also be in that moment. And you can very easily create that curiosity, just like Kayla said, by putting up something with an emoji over it and just being like, if you want to be the first to know what this new product is, like drop your email here and like put the question box up and start collecting some emails from people in your story. There's so many like, and you can do that in a post. You can do that in a reel, literally from just one boomerang. You can put that on 3 different places. So you can very easily create content while you're there quickly and not take away from your time there and still be able to plug in and be present. And if you're new here, walk up to the new leaders or walk up to leaders that you've been like talking to and listening to and introduce yourself, get to know people, because this is your opportunity to really connect with each other. And as much as like, we're going to go home so fired up with so much extra content. So you don't have to like also be so stressed in the moment that if you don't do it right now, you're not going to do it. Be present, like do your pictures. There's so much time. We leave with so much content. I promise you, we do not let you go home without a camera roll full of stuff that you're like, damn, I got an entire month worth of stuff that I can post. And it's only going to like add on and get better because we all start sharing our pictures. And then you're like, okay, I've got 9,000 different things I can post. And it's amazing. So just remember to plug in too. And that's it. That's my best tip for convention. And if you're not going, it's okay. Like I said, we're going to drop everything for you. But, maybe don't be mad if I only do it once a day in my team.
I agree. So that goes back to what I was saying is don't get overwhelmed, you guys. There is going to be a lot that drops. And if you are just like dropping a lot of things throughout the day in your stories and your posts and different things, even if you're not coming, again, that can overwhelm people. Instead of sitting down and coming up and letting yourself really digest what happens and what we drop, because I'm telling you, I already know, man. I already know there is going to be tears. There is going to be so much excitement. There is going to be lives literally changed, you guys. There is going to be people shouted out. There's going to be people walking the stage. There's going to be a lot going on. And if you just take the time and say, you know what, I'm going to be super present right now and I'm going to give this my all. I'm going to take the pictures, like Darnell said. I'm going to take the pictures. I'm going to look at the stories. I'm going to take notes and I'm really going to sit down. I personally, what I like to do, just a really quick tip, is even if you're not going, you can do this, is once all the information is like dumped, right? I say it's dumped because it's going to be back to back to back. Travis was like, we're not even doing a whole lot of speeches compared to last year because we have so much that we're dropping. There is absolutely no way that we could do that many speeches. So I know it's a lot that's going to be dropping. Take some time, you guys. When you go back to your room, even if you're rooming with other people, take some time, decompress, sit in the shower and be like, okay, think about what you just heard. Think about what your audience has already known from you and figure out if that's the route you're going to go. Like I said, we're all talking in a leadership standpoint as the pillars drop, we're going to give you guys information because some people may run with this pillar and some people may run with a different pillar, and that's okay. That is okay because there is going to be so many different things for so many different people that maybe I know there's like Dawn that is like super incredible with weight loss. Well, maybe they drop something that goes right along with what she's already doing, and that's what she wants her focus to be. But you're over here and they drop something maybe for headaches. I'm on this whole headache thing. I'm sorry. I've had a migraine all day too. So I'm like, please have a headache gummy. Maybe they drop something for headaches, or maybe they drop something for PCOS, and that's the route that you want to go. It's okay, but you need to sit down and digest it all and not overwhelm yourself to the point. Because here's the thing, if anybody's like me, if I try to like digest a bunch too much at one time and then I try to dump it on other people, sometimes I get so overwhelmed that I'm like, I can't do anything. Like I have like ADHD paralysis where I get so overwhelmed and then I'm overwhelming other people that I don't do anything. Right. So I want you to take this time with everything that we launch. I want you to digest it. I want you to absorb it. I want you to figure out what is best for you and your market. And you can always try something out. And then you can say, okay, this is not what my network is really feeling. And I'm going to go with this pillar over here. That's okay. I just wanted to give you the tips that take some time, digest it. It's a lot, you guys. This is going to be literally something that changes the trajectory of our company. And I don't mean that lightly. I know that several of us leaders have had conversations, and maybe you're here and you've only had a couple customers this whole time. Maybe you've been here for a year and you've only enrolled a couple rock stars. Maybe you haven't hit goals that you've set for yourself. Maybe you come in and you're like on fire and killed it, and then you kind of fizzled out and you're trying to relight that fire. When I tell you that they have said that they are looking at it from every single aspect, from the people that just want a couple $100 to cover their products or maybe groceries, to the people that want to make millions, to the people that come in and their fires have not been lit, and maybe they went through life and maybe they went through some things, or maybe, you just took a step back and you're ready to step back in. They are speaking and launching things for every single person. And I truly believe that this company this year is going to absolutely explode. Whether you decide to go all in or not, it's going to explode. I would say this is something I was having a talk with. I don't even remember who. I've had so many calls. I was having a talk with somebody and we were talking about how Travis and Kristen literally said, we are dropping so much that it's all on the table. Everything's on the table for us, you guys. Leaving convention, they said it's all on the table. It's up to us now, right? It's going to be up to us. They're giving us every single thing that they possibly could to make every person here successful. It's up to us to utilize those going forward after convention. Take the tools, decide to go on in, put your blinders on and run, you guys. This is the opportunity. This is the time that you have to decide that from convention on, you're going to be that leader. You're going to be a completely different person. Your fire is going to be relit. Okay. You can leave convention a completely different person, but it's time for you to decide it now before you ever even step foot in there. Even if you're not going, it's time for you to decide it now, sitting in your home and saying, I'm not sleeping on me anymore. The CEOs see me. They're giving me every tool, everything that I need possible to be successful, to be my highest self, to be that person that I want to be. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it. Okay. And now is that time. It's a very pivotal moment in every single one of your businesses. Even if you just want a couple customers, they are giving us so much that's going to reach the masses. So biggest tips is, do not overwhelm your people. Take notes. Okay. Even if you're not going, take notes. There's going to be notes that are going to be shared. Like Darnell said, if it's at the end of the day, if it's throughout the day, whatever your leader decides, you're going to have notes that you can implement, and then digest it. Sit down, take a deep breath. If you're going to convention, you have people in your room, go to the pool, go sit outside, take a moment to yourself to really digest it and be. I'm not saying take forever. Okay. Because we all have to hang out. P.S. Like, if we all have to hang out, I'm just saying, if we don't all hang out, I'm going to be upset. I have to see everybody at one time. So create that curiosity. Decide now that you're not just going to dump. And when you create that curiosity, like Darnell said, that is the best tip I felt like I've heard tonight, is put a little poll up, you guys. Collect emails, collect leads through your app. You can put the little app link up with your lead generator on and be like, new product dropped. Click here if you want more information. And you can use the Y Aerial app or Y Aerial video to generate them. My brain is so mush. I'm so sorry. That low blood sugar is kicking my ass. But I hope these tips helped you. Do not get overwhelmed. Be so excited, you guys. The next few days, if you are going into convention, I want you to prepare yourself. Like Ray was saying, I want you to take some time. For me, Wednesday, I'm kind of unplugging. I'm going to spend some time with my kids. I'm going to get my mind right. I'm going to get myself, my energy prepared to be there to absorb all of the energies from everybody in the room. Take some time now until convention. Really think about your goals going into convention. I want you to really take some time now until then, if you haven't already done this, and say, what do I want to do after this? What do I want my life to look like after this? What do I want my business to look like after this? Who do I want to attract? What am I going to do from this point on? What are my goals? What is my vision? Why am I doing this? If you don't know why you are doing this, that's something you need to figure out too before convention. What is your why? Okay. So for me, every day I wake up and I know what my why is. It's my family. I was literally telling my husband last night, my why is so big. I grew up in a house where there was 10 kids. We were in a 3-bedroom trailer. Okay. There was bunk beds in every single room. There was cots everywhere. And we were stacked on top of one another like nobody's business. Okay. On top of that, one half of a room, the floor fell in. So we were so stacked. Our home was just, it was very tight. And I am in a very small space right now with my family, and my kids are sharing a room. And I said, that ends with me. I wake up every single day, and my why is to break that generational curse or that generational cycle of being in a tight space and not giving my babies room and space to grow. So I wake up every day, I walk down my steps and I see my kids sleeping together, and I say, I do this for y'all. I am doing this for y'all. I need you guys to figure out a why, and I want your why to be so freaking big that it wakes you up every single day and you do this wholeheartedly and you go all in. You deserve that, and whatever you're doing it for deserves your best. Okay. So I feel like I've rambled long enough. Sorry, I didn't plan on preaching. I got off on a tangent. I'm super excited to see everybody. Make sure that you're on the corporate call after this. Darylyn is hosting it in like 30 minutes. So make sure you get on that. If there's anybody that wants to add anything, I can't wait to see everybody. Get super excited. Make sure that you're putting stuff in your stories and your posts every single day that's talking about leading up to this absolute life change. I can't wait to see you guys there. 4 freaking days. If you see me and maybe I don't know you, please do not take offense. I'm terrible with names. I'm so bad with names. Come up and say, hey, I've been dying to meet you. My name's so and so. And I promise to give you a hug. Yeah, I feel like there's several of us that are awful with names. Darnell, do you want to add anything before we go?
I am awful with names as well. So please do the same for me. I am going to say that. The other thing I'm going to add is, if you are somebody that can't make it to convention this year, I encourage your goal to be $10 a week. Put $10 a week starting this week until next year. You will have $520 put aside. That is your convention ticket and your hotel room. Like, that's not a joke. You can do $10 a week. $10 a week is selling 1 jar of In the Mood gummies a week. 1 jar to a new person every single week, y'all. Everybody can do that. Don't play me. Like, don't play me. Everybody can do that. You can do more than that. And I think that if you set your mind just like, you know, you can be there. There's no reason not to. And you can make that post about, even if you're not going, you could be like, I am having such FOMO that I'm not there, and I am going to do whatever it takes to get my ass there next year. Like, and people want to help you get there. They do. If they see you not playing, they're going to help you get there. That's it. So set yourself a goal for next year if you aren't there this year. And we will definitely, like we said, share everything. I'm so excited to see you all. I'm so excited. My girls start flying in tomorrow. So like, my time is over today. I'm so stoked. So yay. I can't wait to see you guys.
Can't wait to see everybody. Make sure that you are on the corporate call in 30 minutes. And for everybody else, we'll see y'all in 4 freaking days. Bye, y'all.